Ever stare at your to-do list, knowing exactly what you need to do, but your body just refuses to move? It feels like you're chained to the couch. That feeling isn't a character flaw. It's not you being lazy. It's actually your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do: conserve precious energy for survival. Our ancient brains are hardwired to avoid difficult tasks unless absolutely necessary. This was great for our ancestors, but it's a huge problem for our modern goals and ambitions. So, what's the secret to overriding this ancient programming? It all comes down to one powerful little molecule in your brain: dopamine. This is the chemical of motivation. Most people mistakenly call dopamine the pleasure chemical, but that's not quite right. It's actually the chemical of pursuit, of wanting, and of craving. It truly drives us. Think about it. Dopamine spikes when you anticipate a reward, not just when you receive it. It's that excitement before opening a gift or checking a notification. This anticipation is what gets you off the couch. Your brain releases dopamine to push you towards something it thinks will be beneficial for you, like food or social connection. But here's the modern trap. Our world is filled with things that provide a massive, easy dopamine hit without any real effort. Social media is a perfect example. Scrolling through a feed gives you an endless stream of novel, stimulating content. Each new post is a tiny, unpredictable reward that keeps your brain hooked and craving more. The same goes for sugary snacks, video games, and binge-watching shows. These activities provide an unnaturally high level of dopamine compared to, say, doing your taxes or cleaning. Your brain starts to crave these easy hits. It learns that it can get a huge reward for very little effort, so why bother with the hard, long-term stuff? This creates a huge problem. After a big dopamine spike from something easy, your baseline level of dopamine drops. This is why you feel sluggish and unmotivated afterward. Suddenly, the effort required for a normal, productive task feels monumental. Your brain's reward system has been recalibrated to expect a much bigger, faster payoff for any action. This is the core of modern procrastination. It's not laziness, it's a dopamine imbalance caused by our environment. Your motivation has been hijacked by cheap, easy rewards. Inside your head, a constant battle is raging. It's between your prefrontal cortex, the part that handles long-term planning, and your limbic system, which screams for instant gratification. When your dopamine levels are out of whack, the limbic system almost always wins. It wants that immediate hit, not the delayed satisfaction of finishing a big project. This is why you might know that going to the gym is good for you, but you end up watching another episode instead. The short-term reward is just too tempting. Understanding this isn't about making excuses. It's about diagnosing the real problem so we can find a real solution. You're fighting biology, not just a bad habit. The key is to stop trying to force yourself with sheer willpower. Willpower is a finite resource that gets depleted quickly when your brain chemistry is working against you. Instead, we need to learn how to work with our brain's reward system. We need to become the master of our own dopamine, not a slave to it. This process involves retraining your brain to find satisfaction in the tasks that actually matter. It requires a strategic approach, not just more effort and more guilt trips. Think of your motivation like a muscle. If you only lift tiny, easy weights, you'll never get stronger. You need to train it for the heavier, more important lifts. The first step is recognizing which activities are draining your motivation reserves. Be honest with yourself about your high dopamine, low-effort habits that leave you feeling empty. Once you identify them, you can start to manage their influence over you. This isn't about eliminating all fun, but about regaining control of your own internal reward system. Because when you control your dopamine, you control your drive. You can point your motivation toward any goal you choose, rather than being pulled around by cheap thrills. So, how do we actually do this? How do we reset our brain's reward circuitry and build a sustainable engine for motivation that never runs out of fuel? It starts by making the hard things more rewarding and the easy things less accessible. We're going to trick your brain into wanting to be productive and focused. We are going to build a system that makes motivation an automatic process. You will no longer feel like you are fighting against yourself every single day to get things done. In the next part, we'll dive into the practical, science-backed strategies you can use starting today to rewire your brain and finally conquer that feeling of being lazy. The solution isn't about finding some magical source of willpower. It's about manipulating your dopamine system to work for you, not against you. Let's get practical here. First, you need to make tasks rewarding. The best way is to break down a huge goal into laughably small steps. Each tiny completion is a win and a small dopamine hit. Instead of write a book, your goal is write one sentence. After you write it, you get a little burst of dopamine. This makes you want to write another. This is a motivation snowball. The small wins build on each other, creating momentum. Your brain starts to associate the activity itself with the feeling of rewarding progress. Another powerful trick is using intermittent rewards. This is what makes slot machines so addictive. You never know when the reward is coming, so you keep playing. You can apply this to your own work. Don't reward yourself every single time you complete a small task. Instead, reward yourself randomly. This keeps the dopamine system engaged. For example, roll a dice after finishing a 30-minute work block. If it lands on a 6, you get to take a 5-minute break to do something you enjoy. Next, you need to visualize the final reward. Really feel the satisfaction of achieving your goal. This helps your prefrontal cortex release its own anticipatory dopamine, fueling your actions. Close your eyes and imagine the feeling of submitting that final report or crossing that finish line. This mental rehearsal makes the future reward feel more real and immediate. Now for the hard part, managing your baseline. You may need a dopamine detox. This means intentionally avoiding high dopamine, low-effort activities for a period of time. This could mean no social media, no video games, and no junk food for a day or even a week. It will be difficult at first, but it's essential. This process allows your brain's dopamine receptors to reset. It's like letting your ears rest after a loud concert. Suddenly, normal sounds become clear and enjoyable again. After a detox, boring activities like studying or organizing your closet will feel more rewarding than they did before. Your brain is no longer desensitized by constant overstimulation. Combine this with the strategy of breaking down tasks. Now, the small dopamine hit you get from completing a small task feels much more significant and motivating to your brain. You're essentially lowering the bar for what your brain considers a reward. This makes it incredibly easy to find motivation in the productive habits you want to build. It's crucial to understand that motivation is not a feeling you wait for. It's a result you create through deliberate action. Action comes first, and then motivation follows. The initial push is the hardest part. Use a 5-minute rule. Commit to doing something for just 5 minutes. Often, that's enough to get the dopamine flowing. Once you start, the brain's reward system begins to kick in, making it easier to continue the task. You are creating your own motivation out of thin air. This entire system is about shifting your perspective. You are not a lazy person. You are a person whose reward system has been hijacked by a modern, overstimulating environment. By taking these steps, you are reclaiming control. You are becoming the architect of your own motivation, carefully designing a system that supports your long-term goals and ambitions. It's about making the right path the easy path for your brain. You are aligning your actions with your brain's fundamental desire to seek and anticipate rewards. This isn't a one-time fix, it's a lifestyle adjustment. You have to be mindful of your dopamine inputs and outputs every single day to maintain your momentum.
But once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. You'll find yourself naturally seeking out challenging, meaningful tasks because your brain has been rewired for it. The feeling of being in control of your own drive is incredibly empowering. It's the difference between being a passenger in your life and being the one in the driver's seat. You have the power to direct your focus and energy toward what truly matters to you. You just need to learn the language your brain understands, the language of dopamine. So start small. Pick one task you've been putting off. Break it down into the smallest possible step and just do that one thing. Celebrate that small, tiny victory. You are building a new relationship with effort and reward, one where you are in charge, where your actions align with your deepest intentions for a better, more productive life. Stop fighting your biology and start directing it. You are not lazy. You're just a dopamine-seeking machine that needs a better driver. What's one small step you'll take today after watching this? Share it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Simple Stroke Official.